In this video, I'm going to show you my methods and techniques for getting keys and synths to totally stand out in a mix. It's almost as Easy Bake Oven. Hi, my name is Joey Sturgis and welcome to the Joey Sturgis Tones YouTube channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, and to all my subscribers, welcome back. Don't forget to like this video and ring the bell to get notified when we upload new videos. So let's dive into it. Welcome to the first edition of Cooking with JST. Today we've got a recipe for success through some full frequency baked goods for your next studio mix. Put away the timers, blenders, and cookie trays though, because the cooking today only involves some raw keys or virtual instruments, plus a few special ingredients you should be able to find in any DAW. The end result is certainly something to be proud of as a professional mixer. Huge ambient pads, lead synths, and more that make your song pop out of the speakers just like every major label release you've heard in the past decade. Are you ready to learn the secret to baking keys and synths in the studio? Baking is a process that goes back to some of the earliest days in the studio. Originally, baking was a process used to revive analog tape that had been subjected to sticky shed syndrome, where the glue binding agent on reels of tape would break down due to moisture. In order to bring the tape back up to par, engineers used to have to literally go and heat up the tape to remove the moisture from it. The process involved heating the reels up to somewhere around 125 degrees for several hours. This gradual low temperature application would break down the moisture, allowing the tape and glue to settle back to a usable state. So you might be wondering at this point, what the hell does this have to do with me? Well, today, tape baking is still a common practice in studios using reel-to-reel machines. Its characteristics are replicated in the age and health settings in many tape delay plugins. Musicians and producers alike love the sound that some tattered, worn tape can add to a sound. For synths and keys, we take a slightly different approach to baking, but the same basic results and elements. With keys, we're not looking to remove moisture, but we're definitely looking to add some warmth. Much like the tape delays add some warmth to a vocal or guitar part through analog emulation, baking keys can result in some truly unique character. The bake process for keys and synths starts at the source. If you're recording a live keyboard, consider using a tube preamp or DI to add some harmonic distortion from the start. Tubes are a great way to add warmth during the tracking process, as turning the input gain up and the output gain down can easily saturate them. If you're working in the box with software synths, see if you've got a drive option in your plugin. The drive will act similarly to a preamp circuit, adding similar harmonic distortion to a gain knob on an amp. You don't need to go overboard with baking at the beginning of the process, just enough to add a bit of color to the sound is my usual approach. Individual tracks can be further baked using distortion, saturation, limiting, and compression. All of these tools, while intended to treat the dynamic of a sound, can be great effects as well. Try experimenting with higher ratios and parallel processing for truly unique sounds. If the dynamics alone aren't cutting it for you, you can also shift your focus to the time-based effects on that track. Pulling inspiration from analog tape, a lo-fi tape delay can provide a new tonal quality to any key track. As an added bonus, you can add your heavy dynamic processing directly to the delay track, adding the grit to the repeats while leaving the source audio basically untouched. The last step in our keyboard baking process is probably the most important, and that's combining the ingredients. Using a bit of bus glue to compress all of your various keys, synths, pads, and stuff is one of the easiest ways to group them in the mix. Using a bus compressor pulls all of their dynamic nuances into a single stream, and the end result is a gooey soundscape of synths and keys that make any keyboard player envious. Look for clues in your mix that demand some baking and trust your ears. Not every synth is going to need baking to fit into the mix, especially if the whole production is really digital to begin with. But if you find your keys or vocals need a bit of a nudge to sound a little bit more live or analog, reach for some of these baking tools to make it happen. Got any other elements of a mix that would benefit from the options we discussed? Come share them with our community of engineers and producers in the Joey Sturgis Tones forum. Instead of wasting your time building out more buses and sends, compressors with mix knob functionality let you set the parallel processing with a single adjustment. If you ever need to turn your drum mix up or down after adding compression, you don't have to worry about level setting your compressed signal again. Everything remains perfectly balanced and as punchy as ever. A lot of the time, we get caught up in gimmicky names and cool looking plugins so much that we really overlook the power that such a simple feature can add to speeding up your workflow. Nearly every processor that we've released at JST has a mix knob built in. From gain reduction to finality to soar, if you've got any of the 6 new bus glue compressors, you can bet you've got one there as well. Let us know how you're using the mix knob feature to speed up your mixing workflow over at Joey Sturgis Tones forum on Facebook. You might even pick up a tip or two from other engineers that are using the plugins too. JST VIP members get access to knowledge just like this, exclusive courses, tutorials, and plugins, but they also get direct access to pro mix crits from yours truly. If you're struggling with a mix, log in and submit it and I'll tell you exactly what's working and what's not, and show you exactly what you need to tweak to take your mix to the next level. You can sign up for this program today, the link is in the description below, or just go to joeysturgistones.vip/join and we'll see you there. That's all for now, see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. If you've got another audio buddy who would love this content, please share it. Hit the bell to get notified when we upload new videos, and don't forget to check the link in the description below before you go. You're the best. We'll see you soon.